say yes. What were the others? Yes, yes, good, good. I hope you are doing fine. You're busy with your exams, yes, and assignments. Okay, very good. Bravo. So, today we want to talk about online classrooms and how to create engaging presentations for your online classrooms. Hello. Hello, Nasir. Good job. Are you ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Let's start. So the first question, you need to be fast. How many words can you make from the letters in mobile phones? MOBILEPHONES. How many words you can make? Come on, type it. Just think about different words that you can make with, not with all the letters, but with these letters.
5 words.
Okay, any words. Okay, just touch the
Home.
words.
Home. One.
Home.
Hope.
Very good. What else? You can make home. What else? What else? Come on.
Bones.
Bones. Bravo. Bravo. Excellent. What else? You can type it though. Sorry.
With the word no.
Okay. No. No. N-O. No. Yes. That's right. What else?
Mop. Mop. M-O-P. Mop.
Mop. Yes.
Mine.
Mop. Very good. Line. One. Excellent. Good job. You have 30
Mine.
seconds. Hurry up. Mine. Mine. And up. Bravo. Bravo. Yes. So here I could make oil, hand, pen, man, lips, my nose, mop, hop, mole, hole, pole, she, ship. Okay, shut. Home. Bravo. Okay. What do we call this part that's at the beginning of your class? Kind of games or questions. What do we call it? What is that?
Warm up.
Bravo. Warm up. What's the aim of warm up?
To just introducing new vocabulary words. To get into the topic.
Yes, but maybe not very related.
Encouraging the students to engage.
Yes, encouraging the students to engage and boost the energy. Yes, get their attention. Very good, Mahnur. Very good. And so you can get their attention just before reviewing and
to introduce the topic.
yes, even before introducing the topic, you want to get their attention. They get started, you know, you get excited and just boost the energy, you know. So that's kind of game or short questions or working with pictures, greeting, and these things. So what are the objectives of today? We're going to talk about synchronous, asynchronous environment, ease with technology, flipped classroom, collaborative project, platforms, and educational sites for teaching online. I remember last time you asked me to introduce some sites that you can use. Okay, just review. This is the time that I'm going to review the main objectives that we need for today. So we talk about learning styles. We say some students are
visual.
Visual means, Radva, visual means?
They can learn by pictures, by showing pictures, flashcards, yes, graphics. Yep.
Very good, very good. They need to see something to learn. Yep. And The other one, some students are
auditory.
three. Okay, what does the auditory mean?
The students, those who learn by listening.
Bravo. They need to listen. So
Yes.
we need to repeat. We need to take audio tracks. Bravo. Okay. And some students are, for
Physical.
example,
They learn through hands-on activities. They
bravo.
explore the
Bravo.
materials.
Excellent. Excellent. They are kinesthetic.
To
They
give
are
them
kinesthetic.
objects or things that they can explore them by their hands. They can feel, they can touch.
Yes, they can draw a marker. That's good. Kinesthetic ones. And some of them need to
Read verbal.
Yes, very good. They need either talk about it, verbal ones, but some of them need to read about it. They need to see the target language in the text, or even write, but they need to take notes. Very good. Some of them likes to talk about it, so we put them in groups, they discuss it. And some of them need thinking time, okay? Thinking time. So we give them thinking time. We have 2 or 3 minutes. Now look at this activity or look at this part, read it and do the exercises, then consult with your partner. Okay. So we remember we have different students with different learning styles in our class. And it is important. Why? Because we are preparing activities, okay? We are planning for a class. So we should consider all learning styles. What else? There we go. Also, we remember we are 21st century teachers, modern teachers. So we always keep in mind the 4 important C's. Yes? Characteristics of kinesthetic learners? Sure. Kinesthetic learners, they need to experience by themselves. So touching is one of them. So for example, you need to get Realia or ask them to bring something. So do you have a marker? Show it to me. And they bring it, and this is a marker, you know? Or if you want to teach them cell phone, okay, you need to take your cell phone. Oh, show me your cell phone. They show it to me. They need to touch or act it. Like jumping, okay? Come on, everybody, jump, and they start jumping. Show me you're happy, or role playing. So they like move up activities. Is that clear now, Mahnur? Is that clear? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Good. So back to 21st century characteristics, okay? Those 4 C's. The first one was, what's the first one?
Critical thinker.
Yeah.
That's the first one, communication. Critical thinker is also true, communication. So they understand and communicate, even oral or written. They write about it, okay, for their friends, for the teacher, or talk about this. And collaborative, collaboration. So they do a task, they do a project together, they learn how to work with others. Creativity, we never put our students in the box, okay? Let them be creative. So yeah, if you want to give them an assignment, homework, so they can do it in their own way. Some of them draw for it. Some of them make a video. Some of them write something about it, about the target language, about the terminal objectives. Some of them make up a role play, a dialogue. So let them be creative. Some make posters. And critical thinking. We never make everything too easy for them and also not too difficult, okay? Just a challenge for them to think, okay? And we never spoon feed our students. Let them get their responsibility for learning. We discussed all these issues before. So keeping in mind all of them, For our online classes, what equipment do we need? What equipment do we need? You need a laptop or a computer, definitely. You need a laptop or a computer. And the camera, they need to see you. It is too hard to consider when don't see the presenter. Okay, they need to see their teacher. So you need a camera, headset with microphone because better sound and you can better voice and they can hear you better and you can hear them better. Stable internet connection. Platform, you need a platform to teach that we are going to discuss it today. Whiteboard, okay, virtual whiteboard. Handout worksheet to email it to them or share it on a forum somewhere. Flashcards and pictures, puppets, realia. So I have some here. So these are my puppets, okay? Realia like markers. I have different things here, okay, to show to the students, yes? And even you can share your book online. What you need to do is the very first thing for the teacher, you need to know your platform. What platform are you going to teach? Is there a chat box, video, breakout rooms? What are breakout rooms? Do you know what are breakout rooms? Yeah.
We break the class into different segments and then they can discuss about any topic.
Thank you. Thank you. You can put the students, okay? So where students can work privately in pairs or groups, okay? We have breakouts here. Pointer. So there's a pointer. You can highlight some parts of your slides. Audio control icon, so up or down. Interactive whiteboard. Video of learners, so you can give permission to the students. Sometimes they turn on their video. And list of the students, so we can see the list of the students. Hands up icon, so when they want to talk, they click on it and they raise their hand. And video control icon, okay? Make it bigger, smaller, or even with the different background. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share with some platform and show you all these things. So you need to know your platform, but also for the first session, you need to talk about it with your students as well, okay? So you ask all the students for one session to come into the class and make them presenter and show them how to work with different buttons and different features of the platform, even in their mother tongue, if it is possible. But if they are in different languages from different countries or different areas, so you have to explain it in English, most probably. Good. So you know the learning styles? You prepare all the equipments. You know your platform. What is next? Set SMART goals. What do I mean by SMART goals? What do I mean by SMART goals? Do you have any idea? Make it a SMART goals. What do you think?
Enabling objectives.
I think it's the combination of some words. Smart is for specific, measurable, and then
Bravo.
for it will go like T is for tangible, like this.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not
Very good.
getting A and R actually.
A is
Very
achievable.
good. Thank you very much. Sano says short goals which are manageable. Good, good. Bravo, bravo. Excellent. Good guesses. So as your friend said,
Some tasks for the students which they can do.
okay, achievable, very good. Shams, am I right? Yeah. So yes, very good, very good. That's right. So SMART, okay? SMART stands for specific. You remember the session that we talked about lesson planning? I said your objective must be clear enough. So specific, measurable, measurable. So we say you can assess your students if they have received, if they have learned it. And achievable, A, as you said, okay? Realistic, not too idealistic, okay? And also timely. During one session or during the course, you can achieve your goal. Okay, good. So set SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Good, good job. So the key skills, let's talk about the key skills for online classes. You set clear learning goals, clear purpose, okay, clear objectives, terminal objectives, enabling objectives, your goals and the title, everything is clear. Then you start planning what you're doing at every step, and there is no dead time. So you're planning for each minute of your class. That's the way you can control your online classes, okay? Good management, setting up tasks, checking learners have understood the task, clear instructions, the instructions should be clear. So do you remember we talked about ICQ, instruction checking questions? So when you give them instruction, you need to check with them if they have got it correctly. And demonstration of activities. So sometimes you ask your students, especially teenagers and young learners, to turn on their webcams, okay, to see them. And using gestures, okay, using gestures. You need to invite your students to talk, turn on their microphone, call their name, and just check they're listening to you, okay? They're listening to you. What is building up rapport? I ask you, how do you build up rapport with your students online? What can you do? I remember all of you said it's very important that your students trust you and feel comfortable in your classes. Okay? So how can you build up rapport in your classrooms, especially online classrooms? Come on. Be interactive. Good. Calling their names. Thank you. What else? Any other
By
ideas?
making it entertaining. By making it entertaining, like showing them videos, poems, if they're in the beginners.
Yes. For all levels, you can find
Yeah.
proper and suitable videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Audiovisual aids. That's so true. What else? You can ask about their interests, their hobbies. Huh? Try to know them. And always a smile. Okay? Because they only see your face. So it's good to smile. And call their name. Call their name. Never say, okay, number one, number two, you. Okay, no. Just call their name. Give encouragement and praise.
Little conversation with them on daily basis about what they like to eat, what they like to play, something information about them, asking them such questions to have a
Yes,
good
thank you.
interaction between teacher and student.
Bravo. Chat to students before and after a lesson and be friendly. Okay, and also put them in groups and encourage learners to know each other. Sorry, know each other. That's important too. Teacher should bring energy to an online lesson. Okay, you need to show enthusiasm. You should be enthusiastic. Okay, so remember, you bring energy to an online lesson. Always think about it. What are you going to do for each stage? Okay, yes, please. Someone who wants to say something. No? Okay. So if you want to say, just let me know. Talking about the students' engagement in online learning sessions. Okay. We were talking about two environments that you can have, synchronous learning and asynchronous learning. Do you remember what was the difference? What was the difference between synchronous learning and asynchronous learning? Do you remember?
On this
I think, yeah,
line.
go ahead.
For synchronous learning, it must be, or it has to be on the same time, one-to-one. And asynchronous means once after the one task is over, that is the home task or something like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Synchronous learning means teaching or learning happening at the same time. Like right now, you can see the teacher and students are in the class. Okay. But asynchronous learning is like the way that you study TESOL. Okay. So you have all the material, you can check on Canvas, you can do the activities, okay, and then email it to them. You can ask them some questions on forum or on the platform. That's asynchronous. In your online classes or online courses, you need synchronous, asynchronous learning environment, both. You need both. Why? Because definitely in synchronous classes is the time that you're teaching, practicing, and checking with your students. But also sometimes you need to email your students or upload some worksheets, videos, audios that they need either to listen to them before the class or after the class as homework or to get prepared for the next session. So you need asynchronous environment as well. There are 5 ways to create engaging classroom. Okay. Know your audience. We discuss about it, the age, their background, assumptions, and everything about them, their interests, their hobbies, the aim of the studying. So knowing your audience, then gamification. Gamification means having fun in the class, learning through games. You have teaching time, definitely, and you follow different methods. But for activities, you can have some fun, some games. That we're going to talk about it today. I'm going to show you some sites that you can get ideas and get moving. Let the students try for learning. Let them get the responsibility for their learning. That goes to creativity and critical thinking. So give them a chance to search, to look for the answers or try for the task, talk with their friends, okay? And extend the learning window, I'm sorry. Extend the learning window. What do I mean by that? It's not just doing activities, quiz, and test, finish. No, let them search about it. Let them Google it, find new ideas using technology, okay? Especially nowadays, most of the students are for this century. I mean, the new generation are digital native. They know how to use technologies. So let them use them, even for their learning. And they enjoy it more, don't you think? They enjoy it more than classical way. Don't you think? Do you agree? Yep. What's your idea? Do you think they like to use technology to study students? Am I clear? I mean, don't you think students like to use technology for, sorry, for learning?
Yes, actually,
Yes.
yes. For my daughter loved to search, love every time the teacher give her an essay to write down, and she's in grade 7. She liked to search and like to she enjoy it. Yes.
Yes, they enjoy it
Yeah.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I think so. So it's good that the teachers knows how to use new technology. When you're planning for your session, you have different ways to create an involvement through teacher-students interaction. So you talk with your students, you ask them, oh, keeps ringing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So teacher-students interaction, student-students interaction by putting them in pairs or groups, and using audios, visual, videos. You can, for asynchronous classes, when you want to give them instructions, you can record yourself instead of typing something. Sometimes it's difficult for students to read and understand. So when you're explaining, when they see you, even your gestures, they feel they have understood it better. So why you can record yourself, okay, and email your short video, even for instructions. I want you to study Unit 2, the first page, before coming to the class. Okay, see you students on Saturday at 5 o'clock, and you email it to your students, or upload it on the platform so students can go and watch it. They like it better and they understand it better. So you can use audios, visuals, and videos, and definitely different exercises and tasks based on their learning style. So creating active learning environments in your classroom. Reinforce important material concepts and skills, and provide more frequent and immediate feedback to your students. So when you teach something to them, when you introduce new objectives or working on the target language, always, you remember we were talking on the CCQ, concept checking questions. So check that they have learned it and give them feedback, praise them. Okay, yes, that's good. Or maybe you find out it's a reflection on your teaching as well. So maybe you find out I need to practice this part more. Okay, I need to prepare some worksheets for them. So provide the students with an opportunity to think about or talk about and process course material. So what I mean is put them in pairs, okay? Put them in groups. Give them activities to do together so they can discuss and think about it. Give them thinking time to know, they just internalize what you have taught them. Create personal connection to the material for students. So that was for the pre-Y post stage, that they started to talk about their real life, use the target language, use they have learned, and talk about their real life. For example, the target language of the session was past tense. Then you ask them to talk about their last holiday, or what did you do last weekend. So in this way, they own the language, they own the language. They feel, oh, I've learned it, because they start to talk about their real life. and allows the students to practice in pairs and groups, build self-esteem through conversation with other students when they feel, oh, I can communicate in English, I can use the new vocabulary. So it improves their self-esteem and self-confidence and creates a sense of community in the classroom. So that's why try to build up rapport with your students, and they put them in groups or breakouts that they know each other. So it becomes like a community. They feel comfortable. You have a positive environment in the class. So what should you do? You need to think, how will you introduce the activity? You need to provide visual aids with directions. How much time will you give to students? And how will you brief it? It means, how will you practice it with your students? And how will you get the feedback? These are the process for lesson planning. Using pictures, especially big picture, has a positive impact, and they can remember it better, especially for children. So how you can show them different slides? By making PowerPoints. Yes, by making PowerPoints. Just looking at you, okay, you know, especially for children, they have short concentration span. Do you remember we were talking about it? Children especially have short concentration span. Even teenagers, they get bored. So you need to change the scene, okay? So you need to show them different pictures, videos, different activities to get their attention. So one way is making PowerPoints, okay? Let me see. No. Okay. I'm sure you can see the screen now. So, you know, you have different features over here. So, for example, at home or insert. So by clicking on insert, you can attach photos or screenshot, even online pictures. Can you see my screen? Yes, guys? Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay, good. So header, footer, insert. Header, footer, what you want to show at the bottom of it or on the header, even date and time. Then you have design. You have design, you have different choices. Change the color. For example, use different color for each slide. Colors really work to get their attention. Transition, how do you want each slide show to the students? And like here, you know, fly in. So the lines, how does it show to the students? Not the whole page at the same time, but in different effects. Then you think about a slideshow without clicking, with clicking, okay? And then here it talks about the view. So 2 or 3 slides on one platform or different platform, talking about the colors. So you have different features to make it more. And then here for files, to make it a bit different. So save and print and these things. So using PowerPoints actually is very crucial in your online classes. You need to prepare PowerPoints for your classes. And it's much better because you can even upload videos, pictures, text, and even links. So you can click on the link and you can see the browser. So it makes it easier for the teacher as well. Is that clear enough? Do you have any questions?
There will be a PowerPoint lecture, or we have to
For your
actually
online classes, yes.
yes.
For your online classes, you need to prepare Power. Yes, you need to.
Okay.
Even for your demo session, you need to make one. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Sure. What else you need to prepare for your class? Rubric. Okay. So a rubric is a scoring guide used to evaluate performance. Okay, so you have to say, you make it, for example, you write the task and name of the students. During the term, you write how he or she improves in learning the language. Okay, so you write about performance criteria, rating skills. So what does it mean? It should be clear for the students as well. Good, very good, excellent, needs improvement. So how they are different. So you need to explain it for the student as well. And indicators. So A plus, B plus, B minus. What is it? And how they are different. So you need to define the rubric for your students and give and show it and even share it with your students. So you've improved in your pronunciation very well, or your writing, or reading skills. So you have a rubric for each of your students. Not only you can understand how well they are learning the language, also they understand it, okay, because you share the rubric with them. So it helps students understand expectation and components of an assignment. You know, the new books, the modern books, at the end of each unit, you see a rubric. So I can use new vocabulary for daily routines, and they click yes, no, not completely. So they click on it. Or I can use past tense. Say yes, no, needs more practice. So they click on it. In the modern books, you can see at the end of each unit. You can make a rubric for students too, so they can understand, they become aware of what they are learning. So when they learn it, they're more satisfied. Oh, I have learned it. So they can understand it. And become more aware of their learning process and progress, and improve work through timely and detailed feedback. So when you give them feedback, you just write something. You're improved in speaking, and also your reading skills is much better, but still you have to write on your handwriting. Okay, this is a way you give them feedback. Flipped classroom. We were talking about synchronous and asynchronous environment. Before your class, online classes, or even after your class, you share some material with your students. You share some materials with your, you share some materials with your students. Why? Because they need to get prepared. They need to get prepared for the class. You share a reading text with your students. And say, I want you to read this part because they have ideas for the discussion. So you flip, we call it flip. You flip the material to study before entering the class, before participating in the class. Or sometimes they have a discussion in the class, then you say, I want you to write a summary about what you have learned in this discussion. So after the class, they need to write it and email it to you. It's good because in online classes, the one good aspect of online classes is via email, their teacher is always approachable. It's not a time 2 times a week for 90 minutes I can see my teacher. No, I can send emails to my teacher and get feedback. Or there is a platform that I can check and make note and put notes for my teacher, ask questions, and then later my teacher go and check it and answer it to me. That's a good feeling for learning. Okay? Even you can send them a short video. For example, they are going to read a text about environmental problems, okay, global warming. And so maybe my students anticipated problems in lesson planning. Maybe my students have some problems. They have no idea about global warming. So you find a short video, you send it to them, or you upload it on the platform. And just notify all your students, I want you to watch it before the session. So when the students watch it, when they come participate in the class, they have ideas to talk, they have ideas to discuss. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Is it clear now? That's good. This here is an example talking about different countries. So you can ask them to check. This is an app, City Guide apps. Okay, City Guide apps. So you can ask them, download, everybody, download for students, download City Guide app on your cell phone. Okay. When they come to the class, it's fun activity. You start to talk about attractions of their city, and they talk about Karachi, for example, or they talk about Toronto, they talk about Tehran, or any cities, okay, where they live in. They said, now, think about your favorite city. Where do you really like to go when for your holiday? Okay, where do you really like to go for your holiday? And they say, I want to go to Rome. Okay, now check it on City Guide app, Rome. They Google it, or they check it on this app, Rome, and they can find attractions, daily tours, and city breaks. Talking about give some notes for city breaks, restaurants, and you say, okay, I want you to take notes and talk about Rome. What would the other? I really like to go to, for example, Delhi. Okay, find it on your City Guide app. You know, just you make it different. You are practicing and checking the target language, but it is fun and it's exciting. So that's one way. So they check it and they turn on their webcam or they unmute their microphone and talk about it. So this is a very good app, and you can have different activities. City Guide app. Another app that you can use in your classes is Kahoot. Are you familiar with Kahoot?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yes? Okay, can you tell us how do you work with that, Radva?
We use it to build up questions there, and it's some competition between the kids. Who is gonna be the winner? Gonna be it's at the end they make arrangement of who win today. It's gonna be number 1, 2, 3, the third one, the first one, second one, third one. But something like it's fun because it's competitive and the kids like it.
Yes, very good. You can make games, quizzes, okay, questionnaires, and send them the code and they find it and answer it. You can even make it competitive form. So you say who can answer faster. Yeah, that's a very good platform, Kahoot, or app, I say. And Bamboozle. Do you have any ideas about Bamboozle? So let me share my, give me a minute. I can, this is fun too. So Bamboozle, there we go. There it is. Okay. So here. So, oops. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't share it with you. Give me a minute. So I want to share my Google share content. Here, share. Can you see it now? Yes? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So here you say bamboozle, then play games. Okay? You click on play games. Okay. Here. You type, for example, past tense. See? Past tense. So it's conversation for a starter, irregular verbs, action verbs. Spy, that's a very famous. The price is right. Okay, go find it. So there are different games. This is for Halloween. Boo. You click on irregular verbs, for example. Okay, irregular. And then you say, so here is the play. You can see it. Past form of be, past form of become or became. And you say play. Two teams, 16 questions. Classic. When you play on classic, there it goes. So you can put them in two teams and say, now choose a number. They say 2. You click on 2. What are the past form of be? And they said it, or they type it. If they were true, you say, check. Was and where. And they get the point. You got it? So it's fun. Even you can give them an access to click on the numbers and choose one card and answer to it. Okay? Is it clear? Is that clear enough? Good. Yes. So this is bamboozle. Mostly it works on functions and grammar structure. The other app is Gmic. Okay, Gym. You can find different worksheets and videos, audios, and they're all, by the way, guys, they're all free. They're all free. If you have work with any of them, please let me know. Okay. So let me see if somebody says. Okay, so that's another one. How it works. So you go there, you choose the game, or you create your games, and you make questions. Then you give it time, and you say who can play, all your students or some of your students. Okay. Then you give them a code, and ask the students in turn and put the codes so you can start the game with them or answer the question. So you get the students put the game code and enter the game. This is a way also you can assess your students. You can ask them questions about the target language. Okay. This is another one. This is another site app that you want to make e-TESOL. Oh, that was so fast. e-TESOL. Sometimes you search for one short video clip, but you cannot find it. Okay, you can on YouTube or different sites, you cannot find it. You can use e-TESOL. e-TESOL. There are many there are many short videos from YouTube, National Geographic, TED Talks, Khan Academy. And even you can use other teachers, but also you can make your own video. The interesting thing is you can edit the videos. Maybe you watch the videos and you need some part of it, not all video. Okay, so you can edit it. Okay, just watch this. So you can cut the section and there's a part to ask your questions. This is really good for flipping. Yeah, flip it before and after the class for asynchronous approach. Okay, so you can cut it, take one, and there is a part to type your questions or upload your activity at the puzzle. The other app is Create Better Infographics. Okay, so you can find templates and also short videos, but different templates. And as I said, sign up for free. They're all free. So different, based on the objectives of the class, you can find interesting templates to make your PowerPoint. Troll Also, this app Troll. Yeah, there are fun, flexible. There are videos. Okay, there are videos, slides, and even flashcards, and you can make different fun and flexible activities for your students. This is Scratch, mostly for children. You can create stories, games, animation. There are some samples, and it's very easy. You just click on it and say, now upload your video or upload your game. Or you can choose the game or animation and edit it and just fix it the way that you like. Scratch. You can find different stories, worksheets, grammar and vocabulary worksheets, games, worksheets for printing out and coloring for very young learners and teenagers on British Council for different age groups. Young learners, very young learners, adults, and teenagers. Have you ever checked it, British Council? Have you ever checked this? Learning with kids, learning with teens, learning with adults. Have you ever checked it? No? Yes or no?
Actually, no.
No.
That's very good. It gives you very good ideas. All these sites gives you good ideas, but here you can find hundreds. TED, I'm sure you have, you have seen TED Talks, yes? It's
Yes,
very
I've gone
popular.
through the
Yes, I
videos.
like it. I like it so much. I like to watch it, watch the videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here is an app, TED Ed. It's really good to work on speaking and listening with your students. For asynchronous, okay, asynchronous learning approach. So you can upload some of them. This based on the title of the class. So you ask your students to listen to it before coming to the class, and then you discuss it in the class. Virtual whiteboards. In your own online classes, you need virtual whiteboards. Okay, these are free. Whiteboard, Dropboard, Twiddle, and Miro. Okay, so what's the thing about virtual whiteboards? You can write on it in different colors, clean it, even give access to students to write, and divide it to different parts, separate it to different parts, to different groups, different activities you can find. And Miro, here it works. See, you can give access to the students even for running a game. So they come and start drawing something. And the other students should guess, for example, this is one game that we have it in the class. So what is, oops, sorry. What happened? Here, sorry. Can you guess what is he drawing? Oh, where is it?
Glasses.
What? Sorry?
Glasses.
No, it's not glasses. Come on, guess. Hurry up. Now it is clear.
Car. Yeah.
Yes, that's the car.
Car.
So, yes, that's the car. So that's it. That's Miro. And talking about your platform, you can use Google Classroom. Okay. You can use Google Classroom and you can share files with your students. Also Zoom. I think you are familiar with the Zoom. Many people can participate and they have all webcams on and raise their hand and talk, and there is a chat box. What platform do you work with your students mostly?
Zoom.
Zoom. So you know Zoom. And Skype? but it's much better to use a Skype Business. There is no breakouts on Skype, but there is it's very easy to share audios, videos with the students. I like the Skype. It works well with private classes. Big blue button. So you have breakouts here. Here you have breakouts. You can put the students in different groups. And you have a chat box. You can share your screen and documents. Even you can, there is a part named file. And when you upload it to the file, all the students can click on it and download the file. So that's good about Big Blue button. And Adobe Connect. Are you familiar with Adobe Connect? I have here to share it with you. Give me a minute. Where is my Adobe Connect? Here. Okay. Let me open it and share it. Here you go. Give me a minute. Yeah. Okay. It's opening, that's why it's so share.